They said, you have no idea what God is. Your perception of God is like a tiny thread compared to what it really is. You have no way of understanding what it is. And then they say, think of those people who do not have as much understanding as metaphysical people do. Their concept of God isn't even as much as a tiny thread. It's no way of understanding the totality of the whole thing. Well, first of all, God is not a man. This is what some of the speakers have been talking about the whole time here. God is not a man. You've got to get over that. If anything, he would have been a woman. Because women are the creative force. He's neither one. He does not have a gender. He's not male and he is not female. It is a power. It's an energy that is absolutely incredible. Every one of them have gone back to him, describe it as a huge, bright light. Some of them say, I'm in the sun, but it doesn't burn. It's not like being on fire. It's like being in a huge sun. Some of them describe it as the great central sun. But it is always described as this huge, enormous light, a pulsating light. And when they're there, it is so full of love that they don't want to leave. And they are always together with all these other, what do you want to call, beings, souls, essences, however you want to say it. And they're happy. They don't want to leave. There's time to go back into how life got created in the first place, when it came from God. I have all of that in the books too. I guess maybe I could say a little bit. Whenever God was this huge, bright light. And when he decided, he knew everything, but he was lonely. So he wanted to create others. This is when he burst out. This is the Big Bang theory. When he burst out into all these millions and millions of particles. Now, when I take you back to what you really, really are, all you are is a tiny little spark of light. A tiny little spark. That's all you are. So in that point, they all shot out in all directions. Some of these little sparks became planets. Some became galaxies. And many of them became the individual souls. I have many clients that come in and say, I want to know where I came from. I said, well, we all came from the same place. And they think they came from a planet out there or something. No, they all came from God, from the source. And when they shot out, it was like God said, go and learn, my children. Learn everything you can and bring it back to me. When Mandeep was talking about the supercomputer, it's really very much like that because he collects information. He wants to know everything. This is why there is no bad, there is no good. It's all information, experiences, and learning. So everything you ever learn in any of your lives, at the end, when you graduate, you bring it all back to God. And it's kind of like downloaded. So anyway, this is how we all began on our journeys. We are like cells in the body of God. We will return with all of the information.